Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey, welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, but this is your second or third time watching my video, honey, go ahead and hit subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting on, especially during Black History Month, okay?
Especially.
Support Black creators, all right? Speaking of supporting Black creators, I do have my own website where I sell merch. Support Black creators merchandise and even merchandise like this. Ooh, I was so mad t-shirts. If you follow me on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you are just out of the loop. And it's kind of like an insider secret, okay? It's like an inside joke. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, honey, go to my website and check out the other pieces of merch that I have. And that's how you can support me in addition to subscribing to my YouTube channel.
Link
and
below.
Watching my videos and commenting and liking and turning on the notifications, honey. So if you want to support a Black woman this month and this year, which you probably need to do anyway, go ahead and do all of those things for me. Also, my mom told me that I should tell you guys, if you're not on my channel to have fun and have a good laugh and be light-hearted about 90% of the things we talk about in this channel, honey, this is not the channel for you.
It ain't.
Okay? If you on here, honey, and your chakra's not together and you haven't prayed or manifested or you unhappy with your life, baby, this is not the channel. Because we here to have a good time. Period.
Log off.
So that's just a message from my mama. Anyway, we are talking about this most recent episode of The Bachelor. It just came on tonight, honey. I don't keep up with the episodes, but it is in the title, okay? And I have just 2 pages worth of notes, so let's get into it. Okay, so this episode started off with MJ and Jacinia. I don't know why we all keep calling her Jacinia. I never known anybody named Jacinia before. I've known a few Yesenias, but I've never known anybody named Jacinia. But everybody keep calling her that, honey. So I guess I'm just gonna call her Jacinia too. So Jacinia,
girl,
and MJ had some beef because Jacinia told Matt that MJ was a part of the bullying committee. She was one of the girls that was, feeling like she was a VP in the house, honey, but all of y'all are just here for the same reason. So I don't know how you think you a varsity member and somebody else is a junior or freshman, honey. Get over yourself, okay? Where the last episode left off, where MJ and Jacinia were there sitting across from each other on the couch, and there's a lot of tension and they're going back and forth about who's right. First of all, one of y'all commented on my last video the fact that MJ be trying to use African American vernacular, and I totally peeped that. And she did it again this episode. She's like, I'm a bad bitch, and there's no weak bitch energy. Girl, shut the hell up, MJ.
Please.
Really, please shut the hell up, please. But we're gonna get to that. She then got up and started walking around pacing. Oh, I can't believe it. She's squatting down crying. I have anxiety. Girl, you just do not want to go home, because I don't even know why MJ's on the show, okay? She want to win. I don't even think her and Matt had a real connection, to be honest. I don't even know why she's on the show. She just wants to be on the show to just be on the show. Anyway, I wrote down that MJ needs some psychological assistance, okay? Because I don't know, her perception and reality and everything is off to me. She came back on camera after crying and squatting and pacing and said, I had a weak bitch moment. But I'm back. We all can have weak bitch. What are you even talking about?
Nobody says that.
MJ is a great example of a white woman who is talking the way that she believes people actually talk in real life. Nobody really says that in real life. This is a love and hip hop thing that you've seen. That is also a reality TV, MJ. Nobody is over in real life talking about weak bitch moments. I'm sorry. Nobody that I've ever come into contact with, and I've come into contact with hundreds of Black women and befriended most of them. I've never heard anybody say, I'm having a weak bitch moment ever in my whole life. Ever.
On earth. Period.
I don't know what episode of Basketball Wives or Bad Girls Club you got that from, but that's not something that I have ever heard anybody say. So shh, be quiet. Shh. Then MJ, right after she said she had a weak bitch moment, she goes on to say that my heart is so big.
Bad bitches don't have heart.
And I'm just here trying to bring everyone together. Literally, MJ was trying to bring nobody together. There are not 2 people on the show she was trying to bring together, except for herself and Matt together. She was not trying to bring anybody together on this show. She had a bad attitude, and her perception versus reality is off. So I'm really glad she went home. I'm glad Matt did the right thing, okay? He was looking at her like...
Right.
like he knew she was lying. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And how come when she talks to the other girls in the house, she's a down-ass chick, but when she talks to Matt, she's sweet? Get out of here, MJ. I'm done with you. I'm really done with you. Jacinia was me. Jacinia said, weak bitches lie.
Let them know.
I really laughed at that. Jacinia said, weak bitches lie. I said, okay, Jacinia. I've liked Jacinia from the very first episode. If you go back and watch my very first reaction video when she got out, I said, okay, Jacinia, I see you, girl. And you know what? It's because she's from Texas. Period. Okay? And then the last thing about MJ and Jacinia, where was the bad bitch when MJ got eliminated? She didn't say not one word. She turned back into a weak bitch when she got eliminated, honey, because she was silent.
Girl.
She was the silent bitch. She was the confused bitch. She was the eliminated bitch at that point, honey, because you went home. Ooh, I can't wait to see her in the reunion because I know she's going to lie and try to clean up her whole image when you're just being fake. And that's when being fake goes wrong. We should make that a whole segment on my channel. But anyway, Serena was like, I'm looking forward to Matt's fine ass to come around the corner. And then it was Chris Hansen. Is it Chris Hansen or Chris Hardwick, honey? I don't know. I don't know any of these. All these men look the same to me. Chris Hansen, Chris Hardwick, Chris Brown. I don't know who. All of them is the same to me. I literally do not. I don't care. Anyway, during the rose ceremony, the new girl, Ryan, why was she so torn up?
Somebody explain it to me.
Literally, you just got here 48 hours ago. You literally just got here. And she's like...
Okay, how long we gonna do this?
I'm hurting. Girl, if you don't... Oh my gosh. I'm like, is this the weak bitch energy?
It is.
I'm like, this is the weak bitch. This is a weak bitch energy right here. This is the appropriate time to pull that back out. Because, girl, why are you crying like this? You literally just got here 2 days ago. I don't know why. She looked like a Muppet to me. Anyway,
you know what?
Anyway, moving on. Selena and Katie had drama because Selena just created drama with Katie.
For no reason.
Yeah, we know Katie is annoying. I've said that Katie is annoying from the very first episode. You can already tell what type of person she is. I've worked with plenty Katies in my life.
Yeah.
She's annoying as hell. But why are you making this a thing, Selena? Especially when Katie got,
Serena,
2 or 3 people sent home for bullying. Now you want to turn into the bully, Selena. Just stop it. Oh my gosh. I know Selena from like Oakland or something like that. Like, just calm down and be quiet and mind your business, Selena. This has nothing to do with you. The fact that Katie brought up bullying in the house and everybody's time got cut short. Boo-hoo. Cry me a river. Justin Timberlake, baby. It doesn't matter. Get over it. And then she turned it into a whole thing like, Katie, can I talk to you? Because you ruining time with me. Oh my gosh, girl. Just, this is ridiculous. At this point, I really wanted Selena or Serena. I think it's Serena, honey. I don't
Serena.
know. I wanted her to go home and I wanted Katie to go home at this point. Because both of y'all get on my nerves.
Both of them.
After that, Heather arrived. And listen, I don't have time for ABC. Y'all really want me to believe that Heather showing up was a surprise. Like, she just knew where everybody was and she just decided to drive across country to visit them in the big mansion that they're at because she had the address, honey. And she knew exactly when they were filming and when they would be there. And she wanted to show up just to see Matt. And she got out of the van. And why did she drive in a van?
Right.
I know she don't drive a van in real life, honey. She don't have a van look to her. I don't know why Heather, I'm not feeling Heather. Let me just say this. Heather looks like she was born and raised in Orange County. Heather looks like she was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
She looked like she was born and raised in the Hamptons. You guys see what kind of vibe I'm giving?
Mm-hmm,
okay? Yeah. Like, she is as generic as Raisin Bran cereal. I don't even, there's...
Rice Krispies.
And watch him pick her, too. Like, literally watch him pick her. She is like Frosted Flakes, honey, with no frost, just the corn flakes.
Just flakes.
Heather looks like to me like right now she doesn't have a drug problem, but she could have one soon, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what it is about her. It's just, I don't know. And you know what? I know Matt is about to gas Heather. I later noticed that she's 25 years old. Does she look 25?
No.
I could have sworn she was 36. Anyway, side note. Matt rubs his hands together more than Birdman. I want y'all, next week when you watch the show, take a shot every time Matt rubs his hands together, honey. I don't know if he's plotting or picking a wife. I don't know what he's doing, but he's rubbing his hands together. I'm like, are the producers handing him lotion or what's going on? Why does he always... y'all say he not black, but he rubbing his hands together like a brother, okay? Like he's scheming, plotting. Piper got on a one-on-one date. She got her one-on-one date with Matt, and they went to the carnival in the dark. Oh,
girl, what?
Anyway, they went to their carnival in the dark. First of all, who's running the ride?
Oh no, a ghost.
Show me an attendant or something, emergency staff or something, because we know carnival rides be raggedy. I would have said, where's the personnel before I get on these? Because y'all ain't about to have me on here stuck on no raggedy old rides. Have me looking like a weak bitch. I'm sorry. Anyway, so they went on their carnival. They went to dinner. Piper looked absolutely stunning. She looked gorgeous.
She did.
She started crying about how her mama and daddy don't show her love, or they show her love, but they don't tell her that they love her. And
girl, why we have to do this every time?
I was like, Piper, you're giving me weak bitch energy. I'm sorry, y'all, but let me be serious. Listen, Piper got vulnerable, which is what we know Matt wants. He wants somebody who's vulnerable. As long as you're getting vulnerable, it's fine.
Vulnerability.
I guess. Listen, I don't really know about you guys, but during the first couple of dates with my husband, I never pointed out what was tragically wrong with my family dynamic. That waits until later, typically. Like, if I was on this show, I would probably trying to have more of a good time than crying about my family. I know he wants you to get vulnerable, but let's talk about, what you're looking for in a relationship, how you're going to support each other. Vulnerability can mean other things. It doesn't mean crying all the time. I'm like, dang, everybody just cry. They get alone with him and they just cry. Like,
he a therapist.
They have to tell him their deepest, darkest secrets. I'm sure Piper's mama was watching this like, damn, you have to put me out there like that? I know my mama would have been like, you said I don't love you. What's that about? Why couldn't we talk about that? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Anyway, child.
Move on.
And then they ended the date with Temecula Road coming out and performing a song. Who the hell is Temecula Road?
Them, I guess.
Who the hell is Temecula Road? What is Temecula Road? What?
A road in Temecula?
I mean, their voices sounded pretty good, okay? But I have never heard of them. Who is their manager? Because for real, if I was a singer and my manager said, hey, I got the gig of a lifetime, I'm like, what is it? You're going to be performing on The Bachelor. I'd be like...
You fired. Give me a new manager.
Okay. How much is they paying something?
Nothing at all. They're not paying anything.
That's the biggest gig I've gotten this whole time. It's a huge audience. It's a huge audience. So what? Like, child, anyway. Listen, the last thing I'll say about Piper and Matt is I think they have pretty good chemistry. But I mean, at the end of the day, who knows? Because I think Matt is just faking all of this. Who knows who he really likes or who he has chemistry with? A lot of y'all saying he just faking all the chemistry he has with all the black girls, and listen, I don't put it past him. I don't really know what to think. Y'all saying he don't really like Chelsea. He probably don't, but I feel like he was really good at faking his connection with her, and he's really good at faking his connection with Piper. But at the end of the day, we don't see everything that happens in the house, so we are shielded from seeing who he actually has a connection with because this show is so structured, and that's just literally the reality of the show. Finally, we have a group date where everybody went bowling, and you know what was really interesting? This was a fun date. This was just a very normal date. They turned it into a competition. And the Pink Petals won. Now, one thing if you noticed about the Pink Petals group is they were all the black and brown girls. Mm-hmm. All the girls that I don't really necessarily know if Matt likes for real. I know he gave Michelle the rose from the Pink Petals. I don't know what it is. I just don't necessarily think that. I don't think he has a connection with Michelle. I don't know what it is. I think he's stringing her along for real. And it proved me to be right because all the pink petal girls were the black and brown girls in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And the other girls got sent home, even though they were a diverse mix. But, more of the girls that aren't black and brown who he has a connection with, like Rachel, racist ass Rachel, and Kit were on that team, right? And he likes both of those girls. And that's why he brought them back to come back to the group date. Did y'all peep that?
Yep.
I think it was because the girls that he actually likes lost the bowling, and so he brought them back anyway to be on a date. Listen, I know he was trying to be fair to the girls in the blue, but I think it was really unfair to the pink petals girls. So, but he don't care because he probably don't like none of them. But he ended up giving Michelle the rose. I wrote down all the girls who are not going to make it to the end. This is my opinion. Jacinia is not going to make it. Michelle's not going to make it. Chelsea's not going to make it. And Selena's not going to make it. Or Serena. I'm going to show them right here.
All the color girls.
And that's just my prediction. So I don't know why he's stringing these girls along. Lastly, he went on a date with Katie. I already knew Katie was going home. The only question I had was, why the hell did he pick up the rose?
Okay, playing with her and held it.
No, you're not getting it. Why did you pick up the rose if she wasn't getting it?
You know why.
Why did you pick up the rose if you wasn't going to give her the rose, man? I know the producers told you to do
Exactly.
that, but you should have said hell no. You said hell no to a lot of stuff, probably. You should have said hell no to that, too. You should have said, no, I'm not going to be picking up the rose to tell you going home. And then putting the rose back down. I would have smacked the rose out of his hand. Boy, I know you didn't just pick up that rose to put it back down.
Right.
You about to make my weak bitch energy come out.
Girl.
A couple of people on Instagram DM'd me and told me that they know who won The Bachelor because it's been leaked. I do not know who has won.
Don't tell me.
So don't tell me. But if I had to guess right now, it's probably racist ass Rachel. Rar. R-A-R. So let's see how it goes. Listen, I can't wait to see y'all's comments as usual. This feels like a really short episode because, don't nothing be happening.
Right.
I know y'all be like, Jazmyn, this was the best episode. This wasn't boring. Boring to me. I'm looking for things to roast, okay? And now that all the drama is starting to dwindle down, now we're getting into some pretend love situations. So it's just not as easy for me to roast or whatever. But anyway, I can't wait to see y'all's comments, what you thought about this episode. And I will see y'all on Wednesday with the Married at First Sight reaction video.
Bye.
Bye.